So I like to choose the side that I play better guard. Nice. Now I'm gonna drive into him, drive into him, drive into him. There you go. So let's do some rounds and yeah, let's put the rest of us on test. Like different types of guards, right? But right now, like the main thing that I see is like there's people that have lazy guards and there's people that have active guards, right? And people that have lazy guards usually, especially no gi, right? They're gonna like be putting their back on the ground and waiting for somebody to come towards their guard, and then they start engaging. And these people probably do very good if they're able to pull correct. If they are they probably do very good also if they're level or they're like a well-known guy and they go against another guy that they're kind of like afraid of them. But if there is somebody that they're like a little bit more strategic and they don't respect the guard, they probably have a little bit more trouble. And also they have a lot of trouble with people that are a little bit more stalling, right? So we're gonna, instead of like putting our back on the ground, we're gonna start in this position that I like to call in the kids class where I teach in New York, lazy crab, right? And we're gonna be putting this hand on the ground. I'm gonna be kind of like sitting down like if I was lazy, and this is gonna be my club, right? And when I'm over here in this position, is very good because I don't only allow the person to pass, which is my outside, right? If you pass towards the inside, I have all my friends over here, so it's easy for me to block him. If you pass to the outside, it's a little bit harder to defend, right? But it's a long way for him to do that, right? Now, rather than, there's also people that like to be sitting down both legs together like this. But this way, I give both of the pass the same equality of danger, right? So I like to choose the side that I play better guard and just like move to one side, right? And right now we're gonna start with my guard being a little bit aggressive, and I want to start off balancing him and attacking as he starts stepping, right? Maybe he's just stalling the fight, and maybe he's just like running back and then like pushing me or whatever, right? So my job right now is just gonna be, I'm gonna be taking step to the inside, right, and a diagonal to the left, right? And when I start doing this, probably he's just gonna start going towards this way, right? First of all, we're gonna see which foot he has in the front, right? So if he has his left foot in the front, I'm gonna switch my stance. If he has his right foot in the front, I'm gonna switch my stance, right? But as I take my step, right, he probably is gonna go this way, right? And now I'm on my left side because he has this foot in the front, right? My job is gonna be making step. When I see his step in, I'm gonna make him trip, right? Ideal scenario, number one. Here, I go, he falls down, right? I'm able to take him down. There's two options that can happen. As I take him down, I catch his leg and I come up, easy. Or if he has a lot of weight on this leg, so put a lot of the weight on this leg as you're stepping. So we're here, right? I time it. Maybe I don't like get it the first one. Maybe I don't get it the third one. But here, right now it doesn't have that much weight on the leg. Yeah. But if he has a lot of weight on the leg, what is gonna happen is that he's gonna expose a little bit the back, right? So either he falls down all the way and I can start catching it back, right? So here, right? I start catching his back and then I start wrestling up, right? But my main job is just to make him be aware of his step, right? I want him to be like afraid of stepping, right? And this way, later on the fight, I'm kicking him, right? He's not comfortable with that. He's gonna start stepping in. And then when he starts stepping in, then I can start playing all my different types of cards, right? We're just gonna start with this exercise, okay? So step diagonal to the inside. Make sure you guys have your friends. Make sure you guys pay attention which leg the partner has in front. And also, your partner has to put weight on their front leg, okay? If the leg is very light, maybe nothing's gonna happen, right? Maybe if the weight, I can come up here on a single leg, right? But I'm not gonna off balancing as much. Okay, let's try it. 1, 2. Yeah, but keep your hand here. Okay, so you have, okay, this. No, the other way. Watch. Okay, like this. You walk to the inside. Now what you're gonna do, imagine you're passing my guard, right? Pass my guard.
Okay.
Okay?
So if he has his right foot, then I'm sweeping him with my right. So I'm here.
Wait for him to step. Wait for him to step. Okay?
So I step to.
There you go. Oh, there you go. That's it. It's perfect. Now go, walk to the inside. So we're like this, right? We're fighting and I'm going to walk kind of like if I'm going to your back. You're not gonna let me do this, right? So yeah, there you go. So all the time like this. See? Mm-hmm. Good, good. You didn't get it? Continue. You didn't get it on the first one? Continue. Nice. Good job. There you go. Mm-hmm. Beautiful.
Try to catch it.
There you go. That's great.
Nice.
Good. So let's pay attention. You're in fighting stance. You want to pass his guard. Show me your fighting stance. Okay, so yes, he's leading with this leg, so you're gonna switch. There you go. So now you're gonna step diagonal to the inside, and he's not gonna allow you. So he's gonna keep moving, right? He's gonna try to pass this way. So try to pass. As he's passing, there you go. But as he brings his leg up, he's gonna step, whoop, making sort of misstep. All right, so now we're gonna use this same hook, but like the ideal scenario is gonna happen that we're gonna go to the crab ride, right? So, and for a strong crab ride, I always need to point my toe to the outside and my knee to the inside. So we're gonna try to step the foot, but like try to imagine like your pinky toe is flexed, right? And your knee is gonna point to the other side. No, don't just like do this, okay? It's great, you're gonna sweep him, but you're not gonna do a strong crab ride hook, right? So, whatever, doesn't matter. Which side you lead? This one? Okay, so as I go, I'm gonna keep, put all the way here. Oh, yeah, go. Well, as I go, like I'm gonna catch the back, and I'm gonna step back, and I'm gonna pull him towards me, right? If he starts hugging me and like whizzing me, all good, doesn't happen nothing. I'm just gonna shoulder check him, right? Whoop. And then I'm gonna keep my crab right hook. I'm gonna go for my seatbelt. I'm gonna use my chin, and I'm gonna align my back with his back, right? I cannot just go away and throw my hook right away. Okay. First of all, I'm gonna align my back. So I'm gonna use my chin as a golf tee, boom, and I'm gonna put it on his shoulder line, right? This way I'm stay attached, right? Now over here, I'm gonna pull him towards me. I'm gonna throw my hook. I'm gonna open his left elbow, and then I'm gonna throw my other hook. Now, very important, this conversation about which hook to throw, right? When I'm on the seatbelt, if I have my seatbelt here, he can, and I don't have my crab right hook, let's say I'm just have the seatbelt, which way I'm blocking his shoulder? You guys know?
Yeah, I mean, he can't turn to the right.
There you go, exactly, right? So turn to your right. Whoop, it's gonna be hard for me to stop him here, but if he turns to the left, I can stop him, right? So what do I have to do, like, to do this, right? To have like a strong connection on the back and don't let him turn, right? I have to keep the ear attached so I don't make him turn to either of the sides, right? Here I have the shoulder, here I'm blocking him turning this way, right? So 1, 2, and then I take his back, right? For example, if I'm over here, it happens a lot. Stay here. Say I'm here, and I throw this hook. A lot of people always like slides, right? So it's that same conversation here. When you guys are here, I want you guys to do strong crab right hook, right? Keep him from not turning. Hook. Now we can throw one hook, open, and then the other one, right? Don't release the pressure from none of the hooks. Make sense? Yeah? Let's do it one more time.
See my hand stuck in.
Yeah. All right, more pressure, more pressure. Don't be afraid to put all the way. Okay, that's what I want. Hook. Now here we throw our hooks. We scoot back. Make sure we put strong crab right hook. My chin on top of the shoulder. Seatbelt open. Right. Boom. One hook and the other one. Okay. See that? Try one. Okay. Yeah. If I throw this seatbelt over here, turn it. You can turn it, right? So what would be the correct way for me to do seatbelt? This way, right? Turn it. Now it's hard. Right. I have opposite shoulder copy. Then I have like this side blocking this turn. Right? So I can do that when you're throwing your hooks to make sure you're not turning either both. Nice.
Good.
There you go, Vera. Hip in. There you go. No, come back. Grab the ankle. Right. That's important. Yeah.
Ja, ena måste ut liksom. Det var det också.
There you go. Just come on. All right. Yes.
I'm sorry, when I did the wrestle up,
Yeah.
I feel like I was kind of over rotate and get to like the inside position.
That's it. There you go. Come up.
Like,
Okay, I see what you mean. Yeah. Because, okay, so when you're rotating, right? I want you to, as you rotate, right? Your head stays on the outside. You bring your head in. It's not wrong, right? But stay the head on the outside, and this hand's gonna stay here. Now use your hip. Okay?
So when I come around, I just stay there.
Because you're switching hands and bringing the head to the other side. So,
Oh, okay.
okay, let's go. There you go. Keep your left hand there. Don't switch it. This hand here. Put your head here, and I'll stand up. Yes. Okay, now there you go. That's it. There's a couple of things that you can do. Like if you want to be like a really mean person, let me show you. Like for example, let's say show you a little bit taller. No, somebody like my size or taller. Oh, can I use you 1 second? So let's say I do this, right? Like sometimes when you start wrestling up here, you get all the way up here. There's like a couple of things that you can do. Like let's say you think you're really much smaller than the guy. Sometimes like you can bring your head in, right, and pull your get under the guy, and here like I can lift him up. See, like I'm gonna finish it. Okay? Then you take him down like that, right? Okay. So you pull yourself under. That's good for shorter people. Yeah, because you're wrestling up a bigger guy. Yeah. That's a good finisher you can do. But you should be able to finish it there.
Yeah, I feel like I can finish it, but I don't feel like because when people lift my leg up,
Yeah.
I can't.
Yeah. You can just like get your shoulder under and then lift them up. There you go. You get all the way up. Boom. You spin. There you go. You come up. Okay. Now watch this. You're like this, right? You're gonna bring your head, your shoulder, right, under his thigh. Catch the far leg. No. Like this. So here, right? What you do is like you can like you can get here, right? Here, you're gonna bring your shoulder in, and then you catch. Whoa, up and out. You make them fly. So like a duck on it. 1, 2.
No, they need to talk about.
Oh, here's how there you go. Boom. Now lift him up.
And how do I feel?
Just stand up. Lift. There you go. There's nothing for him there.
Okay.
Yeah, you're gonna have to do like explosive. That's explosive.
Yeah, so just take him down.
All right. So very good on the wrestle ups. That looks very nice. Now we're gonna tuck double legs. So what's gonna happen? Instead of doing this technique that we're doing, we're gonna do it to the outside, right? So we're gonna keep doing the same thing, but now my partner passed the good side, right? And now you can just pass normal with your front leg. So watch what I'm going to do. I'm gonna use my inner thigh of the inner part of my foot, and I'm gonna make him overstep with the inside, right? So we're here. Okay. As I do this, I wanna use the same hook to sweep the foot again, and now I'm gonna use both legs to come up. Watch. When I come up, I wanna keep my head straight, and I'm gonna put the front in his sternum. As I do this, I don't want you guys to just like come up and do this, because you guys are gonna hurt your neck. Okay. We're gonna shrug our shoulders up. As we come up, boom. This way we're not gonna hurt our neck, right? And now I'm gonna imagine I'm gonna penetrate the glass with my knee. I'm gonna break the glass that he has over here. For a double leg, very important. I do like a fighting stance. Very common mistake when I'm doing double legs. I always want to have him square. Okay. So over here is not a double leg. Probably I'm gonna have to do a single leg. Okay. If I want to do a double leg, I have to find an angle. Whoop, no, just stay over here. I'm gonna have to find an angle where both of his feet are parallel. And then here I can start doing my double leg. Okay, so that's why we kick both sides. Okay, we come inside. 1, 2. Now he stays like this. Now I bring my heel towards my butt. Whoop, shrug my shoulders as I do this, right? Whoop, and then we come up. make sure you guys come all the way up. Don't stay on your knees, like finishing double leg, because the partner can sprawl on you guys. Okay? One more time. So now we walk to the inside. Okay, we hook, right? This has to be kind of like immediate, right? 1, 2. Okay, maybe I missed it at the first one. Okay, we go this. Okay, we missed it. Whoa. Whoa. Okay, now this time my head was on the outside, right? If my head is on the outside, I gotta make sure my right hand over here is kind of like chopping his knee. Okay, I don't wanna like come up straight because if not, I'm gonna get guillotine. Okay, so if my head is on the outside, I'm gonna bring my knee next to his ankle. Whoa. And chop his knee. Okay, you guys see that? Whoa. Very important. So if we do the blast double, shrug your shoulders up, head in the front, in the center of the sternum, then we come up, right? And if we do, by any chance, head on the outside, we make sure we bring the knee close to his ankle, and we chop with my arm his knee, okay? One more time. Okay, head on the outside. Whoa. All right, so you try 1, 2. No, you like let's say we're fighting, right? Let's see how is your posture. Okay, so he's kind of like leading both legs straight. So here is super easy to just do like whatever, right? Yeah, I don't even have to like do my balances that much. If he's walking like this, probably I just like tap his head down and then come up, right? But probably he has a better stance. So one leg forward, one leg back. Okay, now I'm gonna have to do with this leg, right? So I have to find a way to put his legs parallel. So we're fighting here. Okay. You see?
Okay,
One.
What is the, why do you do the other one?
So I keep, why? So I keep your legs like this. Wide open. Okay? Yeah, I want a wide stance. So I think. Last double.
From this to this.
No, the other way. This to this.
Like this.
There you go. So watch, if you want to do that one, you gotta mostly go to the outside. See? Okay. He's leading with the other leg. Alright, so I keep switching between until I find the leg that he's leading, right? That's very important. Because he's kind of like switching the whole time. Okay, so is it even easier because you're just gonna find the timing while he's switching, you're just gonna come with the double leg. It's harder when the guy has like a good base, right? Like one leg, just one leg. So it's harder for me to come with the double, right? So I'm just circling to the inside, you see? Yeah.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay, so it's when he leads with one leg that is, otherwise you can just come up.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
There you go. Whoop.
And then you just,
No, heel to, watch this. Stay sideways. Heel to the butt. No, both heels. Both heels. There you go. Now you come up. And even, you see how your head is on the outside? Come back.
yeah.
Head is on the outside. There you go. Chop and nice. Stay sideways. There you go. Okay. Yeah. There you go. Bring both heels back. There you go. That's it. Now you come up. Just go up. Just blast through him. No, it's called blast double. Yeah. You just pull just back and then pull. Very important, you're pulling your hands towards you as you're coming up. You're not just like blocking, you're doing this. Right?
Sure.
Now, what's gonna happen? Super simple, right? This is just like as digestible jiu-jitsu wrestle-ups as you guys can have it, right? A very easy, very effective work, right? And you guys are always gonna be able to hit this sequence if you guys just stay consistent in this pattern, right? Now watch this. We're gonna do the same thing that we did before, right? The foot sweep in, right? So we can go, right? So I'm here, I do the foot sweep, boom, like I do this, and I'm gonna throw my other hook in. Boom. And now, option number 1, I push him, he falls, right? Easy. Everybody know the dummy sweep, right? Option number 2, as I push him, he kick one leg back. I'm gonna use my right hand and I'm gonna do a cross grip, right? I'm gonna pull myself as tight as I can towards his ankle. And we're gonna do the same thing that we talked before, right? Watch how I come forward, right? I don't do this. Okay? You guys see? My hip right? Now I'm gonna drive into him, and we're gonna finish on our single leg over here. For my single leg, I can push him, right? Punch my hand up, wrap his ankle, catch his ear, and we finish him. Okay? So one more time. So we're here. Boom, I walk, okay, come this way. Okay, I have this one, or what? Boom, he doesn't, you see how he grabbed, right? Now he steps back, I catch, I pull myself in, right? Hip forward, hip forward, hip forward. We push him, pull the ankle up, wrap it, catch his ear, and we take him down. Okay? Any questions? No? Let's give it a try. 1, 2. Make sure when you stand up, you make him step. Okay? Don't stand up without making him step. Make sense? No? Okay. So when right, watch. You see the stand up? Did I make him step? Okay. Oh, you see? That's a very common mistake on wrestle ups. We gotta like go through him every time, okay? There you go. Boom, make him step. There you go. Now use the right hand.
Where does this leg go?
Wait, first catch. Throw this leg back. There you go. Now pull yourself close. There you go. Now you come up, but you gotta make him step as you come up. So it doesn't matter which finish you guys wanna do, right? But we're gonna do from the single leg, right? The best way to defend a double leg is to turn it into a single leg. So let's say somebody go on a double leg on me, right? Boom, right? My best thing to do is like turn my body, right? Probably over here, I'm gonna peel the hands up, right? And then he's gonna come up and he's gonna turn it into a single leg. There you go. And then over here, I start defending my single leg, right? That's what's usually how people defend double legs, right? Now, what's gonna happen though is I'm gonna do any of the finishes that I want, but my partner is gonna do a sprawl on me, right? So as I do my high crotch, right? I want, so we get here, we push, whoop, I catch, right? And as I come up and I start pulling myself in, my partner is gonna push my head in, whoop, and they're gonna sprawl on top of me. Whoop. So my job over here, what's gonna be? I'm gonna stay both of my hands locked, okay? Super tight, and I'm gonna try to bring my elbow behind his calf, okay? If I cannot do this, what I'm going to do is I'm gonna do like a back step, okay? As I do my back step, right, I'm gonna get tight over here. I'm gonna start using my shoulder to put pressure, make him step on both of his hands, right? Now over here, I'm gonna walk. I'm gonna catch his ankle, pull it towards my hip, right? And then we have the finish that we did on the spin to the inside, right? As I come up, right, he's gonna probably turn into me, grab, catch, and go, right? So what we're doing is, there's many types of ways to defend this, right? There's like the hip waist, the waist type. I don't know, I forget the name. But when I do this, right, my partner push me to the inside, sprawl, like I can catch here, start coming on the dogfight, stuff like that. But this one's really good for jiu-jitsu, and people is good for people that are lazy and not explosive, right? So as my head is on the inside, my partner sprawls, I'm gonna do a back step, right? And I use my right hand on the ground here. You guys can disconnect your hands, okay? It's okay. You guys can also keep them connect or disconnect. It's up to you guys. But you see how his belly's on my head? I wanna bring my head to the outside, okay? Now here, I bring my elbow, boom. Now here, I use my shoulder to push and make him pull his hands. I walk, catch his ankle, stand all the way up, and catch, whoop, and then take him down. Okay? Any questions? No? You gonna try 1, 2. One more, nice. Now your right hand, go for it. Now you can go. There you go. Let's do a question and answer. So you guys can ask whatever you guys want about jiu-jitsu. Can be any technique, and I'm gonna try to respond it the best way possible. Can be what we see today. Can be what your partner beats you up every day with. Can be also like a crazy leg lock or whatever. Yeah.
How do you connect this with leg entanglement?
So you can help. So, for example, let's say we do the one where we make him step, right? So we're here, right? Whoop. He turns into me, right? Over here, I throw my hook. I have already hook saddle position, right? What else we can do? Well, the other one, same thing. Whoop. He turns into me. Whoop. Over here, I have a really good single leg X, right? I can start attacking my saddle on the outside, etc. Right? It's jiu-jitsu is like infinite, right? There's gonna be a bunch of situations. Let's say that he does the sprawl, right? Come here. So I pull myself in, he sprawls, right? I catch, I backstep, right? I catch, right? I pull this towards me, right? Over here, spin and catch and take a leg lock, right? I don't know. There's many possibilities, but it's really good. One thing that wrestling allows you to do, like when the person start defending them, right, is that they start putting their hands on the ground and stuff like that. So it's easier for me to connect, right? So yeah. Any other questions?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you like the double kuuchi? And what do you think is a nice setup to that one? Because it's
On
hard
top
to.
or like me standing up or?
Against a person standing up. So, classic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was beautiful. Like we saw double kuuchi, and that's like what I do from the double kuuchi, either the double leg, or I turn it into a single leg and then I come up. Right. Those are like my two main things to do. Right. Yeah. Besides that, I don't do anything else outside the double kuuchi. But it's a strong position, and people don't use it as much in jiu-jitsu, right? People think it's like a white belt technique, but it's a white belt technique that works like on all the belts, right? So it's important to use it. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And yes.
Yeah, what's the kind of the mind game you're playing when you're doing this type of trips? Is it that you want to create an angle or just?
Depends. Before, when I like just do jiu-jitsu, it was more like technical. Now I just like want to run through the person. Yeah. I've been training a lot wrestling lately, so like my mindset is like when you go to a wrestling club, they kind of like it's like another thing as a jiu-jitsu club, right? When you guys drill jiu-jitsu, like more like, okay, you guys pay attention to all the details, and like my foot has to be like this, and this have to be like this. And in wrestling, it's totally the opposite. Wrestling is dirty, wrestling, the technique is never clean. It's always gonna be dirty, right? So a couple of things that I try to do is combine both of them, right? I try to do it as technical as possible, but if I can't, I just run through the person, right? So when you're doing a wrestle jiu-jitsu, right? Very important to try to be explosive, number one, to don't give up the position, right? Because people in jiu-jitsu gets very discouraged. So, this problem me, boom, I get discouraged, right? You see a wrestling match, they do a double leg and they like give the life to finish that double leg, right? So that's very important, right? If you catch a leg, probably you're gonna have to finish it, right? That's like my mindset. If I catch a leg, I have to finish it.
Also, and also regarding just the trips,
Yeah.
which you're doing now, is it also just to create a scramble
So
and
that's
create an
more
angle?
my jiu-jitsu part.
Yeah,
And
okay,
that's more like the technical part. Okay, that's more like, okay, I need a reaction, right? And that happens a lot. Like for example, because I haven't been able to translate it as much in wrestling. In the top part, but for example, if I want to sweep somebody, I need grips, right? And that's like the hand fighting, and I'm really good at it when I'm on the ground, right? In hand fighting in wrestling can translate in jiu-jitsu like the type of guards, right? So the De La Riva, reverse De La Riva, single leg X, right? And for me to do like a tripod sweep, right? I can set it up with a collar sleeve. I can set it up with a pan grip. I can set it up from an X guard. Many possibilities, right? But in wrestling, come here. It translates from the same thing. Maybe I want to get a single leg. I can get the single leg from the collar tie, right? Well, okay, I can get the single leg from the Russian tie, right? Well, I can get the single leg from the underhook. Well, right? And when I understand that hand fighting, right, is the same thing that I'm trying to do over here with my off balances, right? So that's what I try to recreate with my foot sweeps, right? The steps, right? For example, watch. Boom, right? You see all these things, right? Right? So that's like my approach to it. Hand fighting wrestling, hand fighting jiu-jitsu. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Another question?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you try to deal with static opponents? Because a lot of opponents, well, some opponents move like this, but some people just stand there all cocky.
Yeah. Static opponents, me on guard or me on top?
Guard.
Guard. Standing opponent, both knees on the ground, or like just like taking the legs out like that.
I mean, just like if they're completely static, if they're not moving at all.
So both knees on the ground, probably.
No, just standing up completely.
Okay, so let's say you're here. So this is actually like the best thing to do is like try to make them posture up or get some angles, right?
Yeah.
Same thing that we were talking about, like the hand fighting.
Yeah.
So if I'm here, right, what can I get? Let's say you're like very static, hands forward, right? He's far, he doesn't like allow me to get in, he's pushing my face, whatever. Okay, so let's connect to the hand. Okay, perfect, I connect to the hand. Okay, whoa. Okay, now let's get up on the single leg. So my goal is gonna be like just to try to either get an angle or make him posture up, right? So the same thing I do on wrestling, I can do here, like watch, boom. I pull him down, okay, he starts backing out, then I go on the leg, right? I push my face, right? And we're here, boom, 2 and 1, right? And then I can get the angle, arm drag, I can like do the race towards the back, right? So it's like the same thing, the hand fighting is like very important, right? Especially since we don't have grips. Yep. Any other question? No?
So one last question. What do you have any tips for finishing a takedown if he catches you in like reverse Z?
Yeah.
In
reverse, what?
Reverse Z, so when it's like one hook. Like when you're
Can you
finishing.
show me?
Yeah. So you go first.
You do the takedown? You're doing the takedown, right?
I'm defending.
You're defending goal, let's see.
I'm going for the takedown.
Okay. So,
He uses this hook.
uh-huh.
Yeah, he sprawls with this leg. This leg goes on right.
Mhm. Who are you? The what guy?
I'm the guy on top.
You're the guy on top? Okay, so you're the guy that is finishing the double leg or defending it?
Finishing.
Finishing. Ah, okay. So one thing that you could do, stay there, stay tight there, over here. All right. So there's a couple of things that you can do. Number one, you see your head. I want you to use more your head. No, not like that. More like this. Like if you're bringing your ear behind his shoulder, right? Go all the way, all the way. Whoop. Now here is gonna be harder for him to do it, right? Now you see your right hand, chop his knee. Same way I show the double leg. Close your elbow, close your elbow, close your elbow. Right now, do the same thing that I showed you. Like use your ear. Okay, perfect. This is a good way to finish it, right?
Okay.
Maybe you're not using as much your ear. It happens a lot by jiu-jitsu guys. Like this, right? Boom. I did here. I put him leg on the ground, and you see my head. Okay, now here he start doing like a lat grip. He can start like uchimata me, right? Try to uchimata me. Whoa. Okay, come back. Do the same thing, uchimata. You see? Also very important, my hips, right? If my hips and my back is round, it's gonna be easy for him to start like tossing me, right? If my hip is like forward, right? It's hard for him to finish it, right? So it sometimes happen, right? I finish here and I try to uchimata me, watch. You see how I bring my hips forward? And then I can finish it. In jiu-jitsu, we're very used to being in this position, right? But in wrestling, we kind of like need to be like this a lot of the times. So that's like very important, to be able to switch between this and this. Okay? Yep. All right. So we have a couple of time to roll, right? So let's do some rounds and yeah, let's put the wrestle-ups on test. 1, 2.
I need to know everything, who and the what and the where, I need everything. Trust me, I hear what you're saying, but act like it's new what you're telling me. I'm curious, George, I hop in the Porsche, 5 and a horse, I'm ready for war, I'm coming for throats, to turn to a ghost, I need to know everything. Now you be surprised at the info you get is by letting them talk, so I'm letting them talk. Gotta keep quiet, maneuver in silence, then let them in, talk up their body, another one body, that's just how it go. I got some secrets, I'm shaking the game so they stay on their toes. Stay in your lane, I to stay on the go. I can play with the pros and act like a rookie, so they overlook me, then I double up again, none of their knows, none of them cold. They just got lucky but never adapted, so I'm to the one if it's coming to blows. My enemies cutting it close, I let them think that they got me, but what do you know? I had them beat before we ever spoke, I'm ready for smoke. I need to know everything, who and the what and the where, I need everything. Trust me, I hear what you're saying, but act like it's new what you're telling me. I'm curious, George, I hop in the Porsche, 5 and a horse, I'm ready for war, I'm coming for throats, to turn to a ghost, I need to know everything. Now they ain't go harder than me. They need a blade in a sheath, a shank in a piece, a crate full of heat, an army, a fleet, a tank in a jeep, a navy at sea with ace a marine, an ace up their sleeve, a team of marines, a freak on a leash, a beast with an appetite, razor for teeth, and still they will lay at my feet. Boy, you got the wrong one. I gotta look over all of my publishing statements for Q1 as soon as the song's done. I gotta call up my mama and tell her I made it as soon as my log's done. I gotta read all my trade publications and sip my tea till it is all done. I think it's all fun. I need to know everything, who and the what and the where, I need everything. Trust me, I hear what you're saying, but act like it's new what you're telling me. I'm curious, George, I hop in the Porsche, it's 5 and a horse, I'm ready for war, I'm coming for throats, to turn to a ghost, I need to know everything. I need to know everything, who and the what and the where, I need everything. Trust me, I hear what you're saying, but act like it's new what you're telling me. I'm curious, George, I hop in the Porsche, it's 5 and a horse, I'm ready for war, I'm coming for throats, to turn to a ghost, I need to know everything.
Thank you guys. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you, man. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, man. Thank you.
Hey, good stuff.